And welcome back to Hannity. So Hillary Clinton has long proclaimed that she's a champion of women's rights, but some damning new revelations might paint a much different picture. According to the New York Post, in February of 2010, top Clinton aide Huma Abedin arranged for Hillary Clinton to speak at an all-girls school in Saudi Arabia. And during her remarks, Clinton said, quote, "When I was speaking to the women leaders, one of them asked me if I could do anything about the media's portrayal of Saudi women, particularly the American media, which presents a very unidimensional view, as the women mentioned to me in our short, small meeting, focusing more on what's on your head than inside your head or your heart. My answer was, I wish I could do something about the way the media portrays these women. I think we all do a better job of getting beyond the stereotypes and mischaracterization. For the record, let's take a look at how women are really treated in Saudi Arabia. For example, the Islamic theocracy has strict laws preventing women. They can't drive a car. Also laws requiring women to gain permission to work or even travel. And unbelievably, there is no law recognizing marital rape as a crime. Joining us now with reaction, Chief Counsel for the American Center for Law and Justice, Jay Sekulow, Fox News contributor Doug Schoen, as well as Fox News contributor Deneen Borelli. All right, I think the thing that really stuck out here is, number one, Jay, she went to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. In this particular case, she was with Huma Abedin's mother, who is a very controversial figure. And, of course, we know she had edited some work of a colleague that basically condones stoning and lashing of adulterers, killing of apostates, sexual submissiveness by women to men anytime they want, even female genital mutilation, all acceptable under Sharia. And then Hillary saying that, you know, Americans have to stop stereotyping Saudi women as oppressed. Well, what I just laid out is oppression of women, isn't it?
Well, could you imagine if this was the lead aide, the senior aide to Donald Trump or to anybody else that was running for president of the United States, and it's not just her mother. Huma Abedin's name appeared on the Journal for Muslim Minority Affairs, which had these articles in it, some of which you've referenced, about 9/11 being the responsibility of the United States because of harassment in Iraq. You've got, of course, this situation with the Saudi school. The idea that the champion of women was advocating the position of Saudi Arabia as regard to women is repulsive. And I think that the double standard here is beyond ironic. Frankly, the mainstream media here, the main media outlets, should be making this the story that it is. And, Sean, I'm glad we're covering it tonight.
How,
but
Doug
it
Schoen,
is
can
an
you
embarrassment
justify
to the American political system to see this.
So Hillary Clinton saying we've got to stop stereotyping Saudi women as oppressed, when we all know on this panel they're oppressed, and she takes up to $25 million for the foundation, $10 million for the library. Did the Saudis buy her off? Did they buy her silence on women's rights?
First of all, no, they didn't, because in 2011, she and the State Department decried the precise behavior.
Excuse me, she said we've got to get rid of the stereotype of Saudi women being portrayed as oppressed. Are Saudi women oppressed?
Yes, she said
Doug?
it was wrong. She changed her position in The Guardian in June of 2011. The State Department
so they
did
weren't
the same
oppressed
thing.
in 2010 when they have to dress in a burqa.
She said the
and they
wrong
can't
thing,
drive a
and
car.
I'm very glad she corrected the record. She should never be with Huma Abedin's mother or involved with that
journal. Or maybe not with Huma either, considering Huma edited that paper.
But she was involved with Huma Abedin's mother.
And that's the problem. And you know what? She made a mistake.
Gentlemen.
She changed her position.
Yeah.
Thank goodness she did it.
She changed
and
her
Jay,
position.
What about
after
the
they gave the money?
about Mr. Bannon and anti-Semitism?
Yeah, Hillary Clinton is about power. She is not about a shred of principle. And look at who she was associated with. If this was Donald Trump, just like Jay Sekulow said, this would be headline news every day, all day. Yeah. Huma's mother believes, she promotes Sharia law. She doesn't think women should be independent. She thinks it's perfectly fine for women to participate in jihad. And she also said that America had 9/11 coming to us. These are pretty outrageous claims that are happening with this woman. And again, Hillary, if this was the other way around, it would be outrage every day, all day.
And Hillary, by the way, went and said this with her. She hung out with this woman. Her views were known at that time, were they not?
No, absolutely right. And this should be in the headlines all, you know,
so
constantly.
basically, am I wrong, Jay Sekulow? And look, To me, you give Hillary or the Clinton Foundation money, you buy access to the State Department, you get favors from the State Department, and you also, if you're the Saudis, you buy her silence. So she's really not a champion of women's rights, gay and lesbian rights.
She
You know what I look at? You know what it looks like to me? It looks like the Clinton Foundation's. Yeah, but Doug, it looks like and you could try to defend this, but it's really indefensible. It looks like the Clinton Foundation the Government Affairs Office was the State Department when Hillary Clinton was there. But remember, Sean, in this periodical that Huma Abedin is the co-editor, associate editor, with her mother, were advocating the applicability of Sharia, that working women were a violation, and that the subjugation of women was appropriate. So to me, this whole war on women, it started with Huma Abedin, her mother, and Secretary Clinton allowed it to take place.
But does this prove you can buy access to Hillary? Does this prove you can get her to compromise every principle as it relates to being a champion for women, gays, lesbians who could be killed in Saudi Arabia, and Christians and Jews because you can't build a temple or a church? You can buy her silence,
the mother,
can't you?
by the way, the mother specifically said that gay and lesbians could not be parents legally. I mean, this was in their periodical with Huma Abedin's name on it.
Thank you all for being with us. I appreciate
and with
it.
Egypt. It's
coming up,
geopolitical.
Donald Trump continues to reach out to the black community and black voters as Hillary Clinton keeps playing the race card. We'll check in with Sheriff David Clark and Larry Elder. That's next. Plus, this holiday weekend, Trump will travel to Detroit. He will speak with a crowd of predominantly black Americans and reach out for their vote. We'll have reaction as Hannity continues tonight.